Big day if you're an Indian cricket fan. It's a blockbuster Sunday. Obviously, at one end, it's going to be the India versus Australia women's game, and obviously, then there is another game, India versus Ireland. And why India versus Ireland is important? First, because India lost their first game, and second, it's raining at this point of time outside, and that's why I'm doing this. Inside from the premises of where I'm staying at this point of time. And the major thing is that India already lost the first game. Ireland already 1-0 up in the series. And now India needs everything as far as this game is concerned. They need this game to happen so that they can play the game, they can win the game, they can equalize the series 1-1. So if the game doesn't happen, obviously 1-0 Ireland clinched the series almost after 12 series, undefeated 12 series. This will be something which Gautam Gambhir really means he obviously doesn't want that Shreyas Iyer to start a series on a losing note. Obviously he didn't want that to happen. So that's why the weather prediction is very, very important. And apart from that, you see this team, I remember starting their campaign after the 2024 T20 World Cup win with a loss, sorry, against Zimbabwe in 2024. I was there, I remember that. And then clinching the series, 4-1. Now, again, they've started on a losing note, but obviously, we all know the capabilities, we all know the skill set, we all know that what this Indian team can do. So, not a very big problem, but there could be certain changes. And yesterday also there was an optional practice session, but it didn't took place because of again the rain. And there are some things, as far as this cricket island thing is concerned, they can be a little more proactive. As far as on the practice day there was the issue of side screen. Indian team, it took them more than usual to get used to of these kind of situations where there is no side screen in front of them. And then it was uncomfortable at certain amount of time, that uncomfortable that Shreyas Iyer once came to Gautam Gambhir and told him about that rather than complaining. And yesterday, obviously, if the practice wickets were kept close under covers, there might be optional practice session for Indian team, and they can really see what a Sooryavanshi can do. And there's a very good chance that Sooryavanshi come into the side. So overall, when you see these things, you'll get to know that obviously Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, a lot of buzz around him. But for me, a Prince Yadav, a Sooryavanshi, looking very good as far as a debut is concerned. So at least one of them. So a lot of questions to be answered, a lot of things to be seen as far as this particular game is concerned. Obviously, the gravity of the situation as far as India women's versus Australia women's is way, way, way more higher, and we all know what are the questions. Uh, we need to answer if we have to win against Australia. So let's wait for it. Let's wait for both the games. It's obviously a blockbuster. It's just I'm what 700 kilometers away from Lords, and obviously I am here in Belfast. So my eyes will definitely will be in the live action as far as India men's is concerned, but definitely as an Indian and as a follower of the Indian women's game also, it will definitely want to see what the women's team is doing. So do like, do share, and do follow all these things in Revsportz.